we will use the VMware for now. Log into that. This password is easy enough for me to remember until I don't remember it. So we'll see what happens next week. You guys remember the other day, right? Where Alexa said that her daughters were going to state for robotics, and she's like, I was like, oh really? Wow, congratulations. She's like, you saw it on Instagram. I'm like, look, I don't remember what I did 5 minutes, what I said 5 minutes ago and let alone what I saw on Instagram, what password I set last week. This is not the first time this has happened, all right? So anyways, next up, let's go into the abandoned folder, right? And I wonder if we have Vim on this. So there's different ways to create files. So I could do, we'll go through touch, right? And we'll do touch. And we're going to say, I'm going to call it song list, song_list.txt for a text file, right? So now if I do, let me do clear, and I do an ls command, you will, why is song list not in there? Oh yeah, there it goes. I thought I was going crazy. All right, ls, there goes song list, the one that we just created, right? And so let's do the touch command. So touch creates an empty file, right? And now if we want to print out the content of that file, we would do cat and then song, and tab gets you like this autocomplete list, but there's nothing in there because we haven't put anything in there, okay? So now if we want to add something into that song list, I'm going to switch down over here, right? Like I said, I'm going back and forth between both terminals so you can see they all work perfectly fine. They're just different interfaces that you can use, okay? So here I'm going to do echo. So let me check this one off. We're going to do echo, and we're going to say quotation marks, and we're going to say the first song on the abandoned album is going to be Echoes of Emptiness. Right? And now we're going to do this arrow to the file name of song list, right? So if you do enter, clear, ls, so song list, now let's see if the content that we're trying to add into song list actually made it in there. So we're going to do cat song list, right? And there goes Echoes of Emptiness. So it made it in there, okay? Let's do echo. There was another, so there's another command, like there's a nano that I haven't used nano before, but I think it's like a text editor, but let's try nano, right? Because I'm not familiar with nano. I don't use, normally I use Vim. I normally use Vim, to be honest with you, but let's give it a try. So nano, and we're going to say song list, and it's going to open this for you, right? Now I want to say, I want to put song. So this is a text editor, song list, right? And the first song is going to be Echoes of Emptiness. And then the second song, we will say that's going to be Come Home. All right. So now we want to write out the file. So I want to do, no. So now, now I got to figure out how to do this, this command right here. So let me see. Let's try. Oh, let's do Control 0. File name to write song list, and we will do enter. Wrote 3 lines. So now if we do Command X, now we're out. Let's do a cat again, song list. And there we go. So we have that updated. Echoes of Emptiness, come home. Okay. But I do not use Nano. This is probably like my first time using Nano. I am more of a Vimmer, right? So let's say a Vim is installed, right? Vim, And I'm gonna do again song. So like, here's the thing. There are so many different ways of doing the same thing. It comes down to a lot of it comes down to preference, right? You might like using Nano. Like, Chris Marker D, do you like using Nano? Or do you like using Vim? Which one? Like, what do you prefer? I've been using Vim since 2005 ish. So it just stuck with me. Okay, so if I do Vim, and there goes Vim, right? So now I'm going to add another song. So you do I, if you're using the Vim, you do I for insert mode. And I'm going to say 3 is going to be guarded hearts, right? And now if I want to exit out of insert mode, I'm going to do escape key. Where's the T? What happened to the T? All right, hold on. Let's do I again. Heart. Now escape to get out of insert mode. I'm going to do colon, W for write, Q for quit. And now it's done. So if I go again, one more, so up arrow key is going to bring you your last command. And if I was to say, I'm gonna add one more, okay? If I go to 4 and I say, where's the good? You guys are getting a sneak peek of the album song list, right? And now if I do escape again for insert and I do colon W, I just do a write. Now it's going to write it, but it's not going to quit. So if I do colon Q for quit, I'm out. All right. So now if I go back up to my Quake terminal, right, and I can actually make this a little bigger. Right. So I will go to Quake terminal and I say cat song list.txt. And there you go, right? Song list, echoes of emptiness, come home, guarded heart. Where's the good? Okay. Let me see. Let's see. All right. So we got that. Next up. So let's say they were in a bonus over here for Vim editor, one of my favorites. Now let's say we did move already. We haven't done a move file yet, right? So let's do this. Let's do copy first, right? Let's do copy first. So let's say we do clear. We say, all right, inside the abandoned folder, we have the song list, right? I am going to make a copy, CP for copy, and I'm going to say song list. And where do I want to copy it to? I want to copy it to the victory folder, right? So I'm going to say, well, how can I do it? There's a couple of ways I can do it, right? I can go here, music, tech, Coach Ralph, and I can say victory. And now this song list is still in here, right? But if I go to CD, we'll do it the other way this time, CD slash victory, clear, ls, song list is also in there. So if I do cat song list, there goes the list. However, there's an issue. There is an issue. What is the issue? So the issue is that this is not the right song list for the Victory album, right? So if we were to say nano song list inside of this Victory folder, I can go, so now I'm using nano instead of Vim, right? I can say Victim Olympics. The album is available on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Pandora, Amazon Music, all major streaming platforms. It's on iHeartRadio as well. You can listen to it there. Victory album. The second song, what is the name of the second song? Why Do People Hate Success? And what is this? Turning the page. I don't remember what turning the page. And I think this one is Flaky People. Flaky People break my soul. And lastly, we'll go with turning the page. All right. So now to write out, I'm going to say Control O, write, enter, done. Right. So now I can do Control X to escape. And now if I do cat song list, do that one more time so you can see it better. Pressing the up key to go to my previous commands. Song list, Victim Olympics, why do people hate success? Flaky people, turning the page. All right. So, so that is we did the copy command. We haven't copied the directory yet. So we will do, let's see. Let's do this. Let's do cd dot dot ls and we'll do mk. Actually, no, we did do the copy command of a directory because we moved the victory album to the from the abandoned directory into the victory directory. But we'll do it one more time, right? So let's say we do, let's go to mk, let's go to cd victory, and we do mkdir, and we're gonna call this frenemies, because that's what I have. I have many frenemies. And we do ls, so we have the song list and we have the frenemies. So in blue is folders and directories. In white are actual files. So that's the way you can differentiate between the two. Okay. We are going to say, all right, now I want to. So let's copy this. I'm gonna copy it twice. I'm gonna copy this into the abandoned folder, and then we're gonna move it from there, right? So we're gonna say MV, or no, actually we want to copy. So I'll copy it, right? So we'll copy it for now, right? Copy frenemies to // and we're gonna say abandoned, right? Oh, what folder are we in? Oh, okay. So I need to. So maybe I didn't copy that. So -r, so that we can get a folder. ls. So now ls, we have both. We have frenemies here, and we still have the song list. And now if we go to cd dot abandoned, clear ls, we have that there too. Here's another cool thing you can do. If you want to see what is inside of a directory, right? What if from here I want to see what's inside of the victory directory, right? So I'm gonna do ls, and then we're gonna do .. And we're gonna say victory, right? And from here, from inside of my abandoned directory, I can see what's inside of the victory directory, right? So now let's do this. We're gonna go to say from this folder, right? From the frenemies or from the abandoned folder, we're gonna do mv move frenemies to the .. right? Up one level. Okay. So now if we do ls, it's not in there anymore. It is not in there anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go cd .. and I'm going to say / frenemies. And if I do ls, nothing is in there. Okay. So I'm going to create a file. How do you create a file again? We're going to do, I'm going to create a different way. I'm not going to do the touch, right? Because that's just going to create an empty file. I'm going to do vim, and I'm going to say song list frenemies, right? And I'm going to say .txt, enter. Okay, so now how do I get into edit mode? Into insert mode, it's I. Okay, I on the keyboard. And I'm going to say frenemies song list. And I'm going to say song number 1 is going to be family over everything? Question mark. 2 is, what is number 2? I don't even know. Let me see. Let me see. Not going back. Number 3, potentially King Snitcher. Number 4, let's say for now in the shadows of our skies. All right, so now if I do escape and I say escape and I do colon W to write, Q to exit, right? And I do a cat song list, boom. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy this file. I'm gonna copy this one file, this song list frenemies to music tech coach Ralph /victory, right? And I'm going to CD to music tech coach Ralph victory, right? Clear that out. And I'm going to, of course, switch to this. Oh, it puts it behind it. Thought I'll put it in front of it. So I'm going to switch to the regular terminal, just so we can see, different, like I said, see different terminals in action. And I'm going to say CD, and we're going to go to ... and we're going to say victory, clear, ls. And now we have frenemies, we have song list, frenemies, and a regular song list, right? So if I want to, I don't want this song, so cat song list frenemies, right? I don't like this. This is a mistake. I copied the wrong file into this folder. So I need to get rid of it. So I'm going to do RM to remove, to delete a file. And I'm going to say song list _ frenemies, right? Clear. Now, if I do a list command, right? ls, now that's gone. I also don't want the frenemies folder inside the victory folder either. So I'm going to do RM-R and then frenemies, right? Clear, ls, right? So now we have our move command, we have our copy command, we have our RM command, we have our list command. One more thing though, this song list isn't clear enough. So can I just rename the file? So to rename, I'm going to do, I think this is to rename. I could be wrong, but MV song list, and I'm going to give it a different name, song _ list. And this is the victory.txt. Now, the moment of truth. Did that work? ls, look at that. And we do a cat command for song list, and it is still there. And those are the most commonly used Linux commands. Trust me, there are a lot of other commands, but for me at least, these are like some of the most common ones. As you start to get into, working in Git and stuff, there's going to be Git commands that you need. There's going to be, if you're working with Docker, for whatever reason, there's going to be Docker commands. There's going to be networking commands. There are a lot of commands. This is just like the very, very basic that you need to start getting familiar using Linux and using the terminal, because you will not be able to survive in IT, like in IT as a whole, like not to be specific for cybersecurity. You're not gonna last in IT if you are not familiar with the terminal. Sometimes you don't even have a graphical user interface, a GUI. Sometimes all you have is straight terminal. Like when we've logged into AWS EC2 instances, all we have is a terminal, and we have to figure it out from there. So I wanted to do this with you tonight, to set the foundation of what we're going to be doing.
Lunch break.
I want to set the foundations of what we're going to be doing as we work our way through this ethical hacking and penetration testing course. All right. But that is it for tonight. Hopefully you found that helpful and informative, getting more familiar with the terminal, because from there we are going to be getting into different various ethical hacking stuff, how to do reconnaissance, how to do scanning. I'm gonna be making some more presentations for our Wednesday shows, breaking down each of those. So it's gonna be fun. It is gonna be fun. But you saw how we were able to navigate, how we installed the Quake terminal, how we use the regular terminal, how we were able to find the VMware virtualization, all of that good stuff. Okay. But yeah, so that's about it. That is it for tonight. Let's go back to full screen or check the chat. And
we slanging massive code. We slanging massive code. We slanging massive code. We slanging massive code. Learned the code while the city slept tight. Now I'm slinging lines that spark like late night. From Python webs to TypeScript skies. React in my veins and APIs that rise. Keyboard clacking, I'm stacking gold. Syntax flows like stories untold. Drinking caffeine, I'm breathing in cold. From morning dawn till the night unfolds.
My code goes long, my code goes deep. Caught in the stream where the data don't sleep. Need my digits, better call my line. Slinging massive code like a story time.
In the hustle jungle where the bytes meet still. Digital canvas where I paint and fill. JavaScript whispers in the code I weave. Tech dreams blossom in the lines I conceive. Lines so slick they can't be caught. Variables twist in every plot. Python powers every thought. JavaScript legit, hitting the right spot. My code goes long,
my code goes deep. Caught in the stream where the data don't sleep. Need my digits, better call my line. Slinging massive code like a story time.
Stacks on stacks build my empire tall. Debugging dreams where the errors fall. Lines of brilliance break the darkest night. Script so dope you can see me in the light. TypeScript magic on my fingertips. Reacts to canvas where logic flips. API dances syncing clips. My code's a song where data drips.
My code goes long, my code goes deep. Caught in the stream where the data don't sleep.